My baby is struggling to crawl, so these are a few tips and tricks that I was taught from a pediatric physical therapist to help get them to crawl. My first son, he had a lot of mobility issues, and using these tips and tricks is what really helped him get to crawl, even though he was a late crawler, late walker, late in all his mobility skills. I am not a professional, but this is just what I've learned, and hopefully this helps somebody out there. So first what I do is I take a towel and I fold it on the ground. I put it around her chest and I'm kind of helping her make that crawl position where she's on her knees so that she can put weight or learn to put weight on her arms, because for her specifically, she pulls more with one arm. It doesn't bear weight on that left side. So by using the towel, I want to support her weight and kind of make it a little easier so that she learns to use her arms and her legs equally. That's what I'm aiming for, is because she's asymmetrical on one side. I'll post clips of a video, as you can tell right here. If you see, she's pulling more with one side. It kind of looks like army crawling, but it kind of worries me. So I want her to learn to use all of her sides and all of her limbs equally. And the only way I think she's going to get there is if I do these exercises with her daily. I do these exercises with her daily, and what I do is I'll put a toy at the very end so she has something excited that she's aiming for, something that she wants to crawl towards. And I'll usually do it for about 30 minutes to an hour a day. Now, the second method, it's definitely not perfect and it's hard to kind of hold her because she wants to wiggle around everywhere. But I'm trying to hold her in one position and hold her around her hips and let her make that natural crawling position so that she can learn to bear weight on everything and just kind of hold her there so she gets used to it. So pretty much at this point, oops, we had a little oopsie. She fell. She was getting tired. We had been doing this for quite a while and she was over it. So I'm going to let her rest, and then I'll continue practicing this throughout the day and then just every day throughout the week. So you can also use the play mat if you want to make it softer for them. So if they accidentally fall, they won't really hurt themselves. But again, this is just me doing it throughout the week. I fold it to a third, the towel. I put it under her chest and her waist. And I'm trying to get her to go to the little barn house at the end, but she's getting distracted with the cat and the broom. And again, I'm just supporting her with the towel. So under like the waist area and the chest all throughout, and then helping her maintain and get into that crawling position and then kind of maintain it. She does think it's a little weird, so she'll do like a rocking back and forth type of thing or try to go on all fours because she really wants the toy. So I just have to keep repeating the exercise and then using more toys to keep her engaged. And she is doing better. She is learning to put weight. I believe it was the left arm that she's usually dragging along. So she is putting more weight on it because I want her to use it, obviously, like she uses the right arm. Sometimes she'll try to wiggle away, but honestly, this is all about repetition. It can get kind of boring day in, day out, thinking that there's really not going to be progress, but progress takes time, and doing these exercises really helps. I know with my son, when they taught me all these different exercises, I felt like I didn't really see progress right away, and I got really discouraged from that. But over time, if you had compared it to even like a few weeks to a month later, there was a big difference in how he could move. So I always think baby steps, little baby steps. And here I am again, just trying to hold her by the waist. Sometimes she just wants a break, so, I'll give her a little massage. But I'm trying to just hold her up by the waist. And honestly, that can be exhausting. Just as exhausting as it is for you, it is for them. She is about like 16, 17 pounds. And I feel like sometimes I'm like supporting a lot of that. And it's making me a lot stronger and making her a lot stronger. Note to self, if you have a ring light, she actually is very drawn to it. Kind of like a fly to a lamp. So yeah, you could always use that instead of a toy. Or if you have a cat, she loves watching the cat and trying to crawl towards them. But I hope this helps somebody out there. If so, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear.